The day was ending. The sky painted itself with shades of orange and purple, and the village was quiet. The old man sat rocking slowly in his chair, humming a tuneless melody. At his feet, Buddy lay almost in a circle, eyes half closed, ears twitching as if to a remembered sound. The old man didn't know how long he'd been sitting there, lost in the fading light and the half-remembered song. But Buddy, ever attuned to his companion, stirred. He lifted his head, ears pricked, and thumped his tail softly against the wooden porch. As if by instinct, the old man began to sing, his voice raspy with disuse. It was a song his wife used to sing in the evenings long ago. And Buddy, though he knew no words of songs, recognized the tune. It was a lullaby. It was a homecoming. It was love. The melody drifted out into the night, thin and reedy, yet strong. It spoke of a time before aches and pains, before loneliness had become a constant guest. It spoke of fields of gold and skies of blue, of laughter and of light, of hearth and home. The old man didn't realize that he had stopped humming and was now singing not to Buddy, but to the evening sky, as if sharing a secret with the stars. But Buddy understood. He rose stiffly, his joints protesting, and padded closer. He rested his head against the old man's leg, his tail thumping a slow rhythm against the worn wood of the porch. And for a moment, the old man felt not the bite of age, not the ache of loss, but only the warmth of companionship and the echo of a half-remembered dream. He stroked Buddy's head, the rough old bark of his hand calloused and worn, yet gentle. He didn't know how long they sat there, two old friends sharing the silence, until a neighbor passing by stopped. She stood at the edge of the light, her face soft in the lamplight, a smile touching her lips. She didn't need to hear the words to understand the song, for it was a tune everyone knew, a melody that spoke of home and heart. She listened for a moment, then, nodding, turned and walked on, carrying the tune in her heart and a smile on her face. When the song ended, the old man sighed, his shoulders slumping. Buddy whined softly, pressing against his leg. The old man looked down, meeting Buddy's worried gaze. He smiled, a deep line creasing his forehead. "It's all right, boy," he said, his voice hoarse. "Just a song." But Buddy wasn't convinced. He knew that look in the old man's eyes, the faraway look that meant sadness. So he licked the old man's hand, warm and wet, and nestled against his leg, trying to remember the tune so he could sing it again. The old man laughed, a bark of amusement. "You old dog," he said, shaking his head. But his fingers scratched behind Buddy's ears, and both old friends knew that some tunes, once learned, are never forgotten. The night deepened, the porch light casting long shadows. The old man leaned back, Buddy at his feet, and closed his eyes. Stars glittered above them, a blanket of silver on the darkest blue. The old man thought of his wife, of how she, too, had loved this song, how she, too, had sung it in just such a twilight hour. A smile touched his lips. "Even when voices are gone," he whispered, more to himself than Buddy, "their songs live on, in memories, in hearts, and in the quiet comfort of a loyal friend."